make these motherfuckers feel me. For every motherfucking door that's closed on me, I'ma buy the motherfucking building. She left me for a verified nigga. A blue check. You watching this, if you watching this, I know half of y'all hoes still be watching my shit. Thank you. You turned me into a motherfucking menace. And I got my lick back. Write that shit out and remind yourself on a daily basis of that motherfucking pain. And I can assure you, talk about fucking motivation. How the fuck could you not be motivated? Where's your competitive spirit as a man? I must prove them wrong. Do you want to prove them wrong? Do you want that? Cause I do. You thought I couldn't do this shit? You thought that nigga was better than me? You didn't care that you stabbed me in my motherfucking back? Okay! Watch this. YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Cry. Welcome back to another vid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure to follow me on all platforms at I Am Cry. Today we got a great one! Today's topic is revenge. For me personally, there is nothing that drives me more than the darkest times of my motherfucking life. The people, the situations, every single thing, the friends, every single thing that put me in some of the darkest times in my life. There is nothing that drives me more. Adversity is one of the best things that's ever happened to me. For every motherfucking door that's closed on me, I'ma buy the motherfucking building. I can assure you, I love the L's. I love the pain because that's what drives me as a man. I turn that pain into power. I must get my lick back. It comes a time in every man's life when you have to turn that pain into fuel. You gotta prove motherfuckers wrong. You gotta make motherfuckers feel you. You have to. I understand. Not only is that time right now, but it's gonna be for the rest of my motherfucking life. But you must understand that success is the only revenge. Success is the best revenge. And today I'm gonna show you 2 tools of how I turn that pain into power and how I make them regret how they did me and how I get my lick back, period. So without further ado, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's get right into it. First tool is the list of hate. And right under this tool, I write, if you don't succeed, that means they were right about you. I give you guys a lot of game and I give you guys a lot of tools, but I can honestly say there is not one tool that has had a bigger impact on my life than this list I'm about to share with you today. You ever had a situation with a chick, a friend, a person in your life, a situation that just motivates you so much, that just brought you so much pain, that just brought you so much agony, and right after it happened, you so motivated to be the best man you could be, you so motivated to be that 1% man, you so motivated to get your revenge, then the motivation dies off? Well, guess what? I don't let that happen. I consistently remind myself of the pain every single day. Why do you guys think I have so much fucking energy and so much fucking passion and conviction when I get in front of this fucking whiteboard? This is why I read this motherfucking list right before I get up here. And I say, if I don't fucking lock in, if I don't treat every video like it's the motherfucking game winner in 4th quarter in game 7 of the NBA motherfucking finals, I'm letting them win. I treat every video like it's the last video I'm gonna make. I treat every video like my life depends on it. Due to this list, due to these people. Okay, Cry, what does this list consist of? I'm not gonna waste no fucking time, man. Let's get right into it. If you used to talk to me, don't click this fucking video because I'm letting it all out. Heartbreak is one of the best things that can happen to any man. Heartbreak is the start of making the greatest comeback of your life. Heartbreak is the start of you turning into the villain. Heartbreak is the start of you seeking revenge. I have names of every single one of these women and descriptive details of each situation. And I do not hate them for it. I thank them for it because every situation that they put me in, every feeling and emotion that I felt has turned me into the man that I am today and has turned me into the man that I'm going to be. I genuinely thank them. Everything that they did to me. I had a chick. Love the fuck out of this girl, man. Right? This is when we first started talking. We about 3 months into the relationship. I go to Miami with a few males, but there was majority women there. I was with some of my female friends that I speak about that were grandfathered in at that time. I'm not even cool with them no more, right? I go to Miami and it was for my female friend's birthday. And we was on a boat. And like, long story short, two of the girls that was there got into it and start fighting. I'm one of the few niggas that's there, right? So I'm mediating the situation, making sure they don't fight. Making sure the girl that is my friend has a good birthday and don't gotta deal with a lot of the bullshit, right? So in this time when I'm trying to mediate the situation, I wasn't by my phone, right? So I wasn't answering my phone when my girl was hitting me up, right? When she was texting me, she was calling me, right? So I hit her back finally that night and told her what was going on. And like, she just was like crying. Like she thought I was out there cheating. She thought I was out there doing X, Y, and Z. And I just had a funny feeling in my body. I'm like, why do you think I'm out here cheating? Like, and I got to thinking like, I feel like you think I was out here doing stuff because you was out here doing stuff, right? Now let's rewind a little bit. When I met this chick, probably a month into when I started talking to her, she had went to Miami before I did, right? And it was a time, we got into like a mini argument, and it was a time frame where she unshared her location and she blocked me, didn't text me back. But I thought it was due to the argument. But after she was acting like that when I was in Miami, I'm like, nah, like, cause a lot of times what you gotta understand, fellas, is people will push like their guilt on you, right? So like, if somebody is a liar, they will think everything you say is a lie because they know that they lie. And that's what I felt she was doing to me, right? So I'm like, nah, man, something ain't right? So I get back home, we was living together at the time, right? And she went through my phone, right? And she went through my phone, saw some DMs with some older chicks, got a little salty about it, whatever the case may be. But it was some shit that I already told her I was doing, right? So I'm thinking like, you was doing all that crying when I was in Miami. Now you going through my phone. Like something not right. Something not adding up. Fellas, I do not recommend going through a phone. This is the first time I ever went through a phone, but I went through that motherfucking phone. I'm not gonna lie to you. She left it unlocked. I went through it. I regret it, but I did. I went through the phone. Come to find out, she was fucking a nigga in Miami. She lied, right? I had asked her plenty of times. Even when the situation happened in Miami with me, I asked her like, you sure like you ain't do nothing in Miami? Like being sarcastic. I'm the type of motherfucker when shit bothered me, I joke about it. So I'm joking with her like, you sure like you wasn't in Miami fucking around? Like the way you acting like when I'm in Miami, it's given that you was in Miami fucking around. She like, oh no, I would never do that. Boom. So I go through the phone, right? It's like 5 a.m. I wake her up. I'm calm and collective, right? Being the stoic pea cry that I am. I asked her 3 times, what did she do in Miami? She lied to my face 3 times. Then when I finally said the gentleman's name, she admitted it, bust out into tears. That shit broke my soul. She's in the fucking messages texting her friend that she had to take a plan B. He hit it raw. But that same day, she was telling me, oh, you're gonna be my husband. Oh, I'm so happy I'm talking to you. The moment and then now that I look back, I felt like she started the argument to go fuck the nigga, right? So when I constantly think, I don't wanna do this deep work session, I don't wanna go to the gym, I don't wanna lift that rep, I don't wanna script out this vid, I don't wanna record that video, I remind myself of that motherfucking feeling and that motherfucking pain, and I say, I can't give in. I must get my lick back. I had another chick. Most of the time with the chicks that I was with, fellas, it wasn't that they cheated on me or did this crazy shit. They always made me feel like I wasn't enough. I had a chick. I took her out of town to Aruba. Bought her some AirPods and a YSL wallet for her birthday, right? Most money I ever spent on a chick. I don't really spend a lot of money on chicks unless like we've been together for like years and years and years. I had just met this chick. Spent the bag on her, took her out of town. The whole time she was out of town, she felt like it wasn't enough. She didn't like the hotel. She didn't like none of my gifts. She didn't like anything that I did for her. Do you know what that did to my motherfucking soul? All the time and the effort I put into this fucking trip. And you gonna act like this? You gonna belittle me? You gonna shit on me? Another chick. That was a very similar situation. I meet this chick, right? Was bad. This was when I was a skinny dweeb, right? I'm taking her out on all these dates. I'm taking her grocery shopping, buying her all this stuff, doing the 1-2. I'm talking to this chick every single night. All of a sudden, she just stopped talking to me every single night. I text her one day, she don't reply. I text her the next day, she don't reply. I text her the last day, concerned, like if you don't text back, I'm gonna pull up. I thought something had happened. She texts back and said, get the hint. Let it go. Come to find out, she left me for a verified nigga. A a blue check. Shit burnt my soul. Ghosted me for no reason, right? I'm buying, I'm doing everything right. I'm standing on the phone with you all night. I'm texting you first. I'm being sweet in the text messages. I'm buying you whatever you want. I'm being there for you with everything that you're going through. And you ghost me. And then I found out it was for a verified nigga. How the fuck does that shit not inspire you as a man? How the fuck does that shit not make you want to get your lick back as a man? How the fuck does that not spark the revenge and the pain and the agony to be the best man that you want to be? How? Had another chick that I was with. Lost my job. One thing you got to understand about women, they true characters will show when you at rock bottom. Out of all the quotes I give you, remember this quote because this is very, very powerful. As a man, you will learn the most about yourself when you at the mountaintop, and you will learn the most about women when you at the bottom. Because when you a man and you got success, that's when you got all the options, you got all the hoes, you can do what you want to do, and you're going to learn a lot about your character. But when you at the bottom, you're going to learn a lot about that chick. I can assure you. And I had to learn the hard way. I lost my job. Holy fuck, I'm getting pissed off thinking about this shit. I lost my job, right? My finances was tight. I was living with this chick. I wasn't asking her for a dime. All I did was stop taking her on dates for a period of time, right? I just said, hey, like, I can't take you on no dates right now. I just lost my job. I'm still going to pay the rent. I don't need a dime from you. Can you just relax for 2 months? And then we can resume back to the regular scheduled programming. Fellas, that whole time, not only was I pissed off because I lost my job and I'm going through everything internally as a man with my bills and my expenses, but now I have to worry about you complaining every single day that I'm not taking you on a date, that I'm not taking you out to eat, that I'm not doing anything, that I'm boring. Do you know what that did to my soul? Do you? Not to mention that, but this girl's ex was very well off. The person that this girl was with before me had a lot more money than I did, right? And she would always say that in the beginning of our talking stage, how that person would take her to X restaurant. That person would take her out of town. That person would buy her this. As a man, I'm competitive. So subconsciously, I'm like, God damn, you was with this person that was doing all that. I got to do all that, right? And when I couldn't do that, when I lost my job, and I saw how she was acting, and I saw how she was belittling me, and I saw how she was shitting on me, and I saw how she was talking about me to her friends. That shit burned my soul. That's why I have to make $100K a month. That's why I will pull up in that motherfucking girls. And when I post a motherfucking video, she will spin the block, and I'm not going to shit on her. I can assure you, I'm going to kill her with kindness. But that shit killed my soul. Because it's like, damn, baby, I'm not asking you for a dime. I'm still paying the rent. Can you just relax for 3 months while I get back on my feet and I will start taking you back on these dates? That's when I realized that 9 times out of 10, I'm not saying this is every chick, but love from a woman is conditional. It is not unconditional. The only unconditional love you're going to get is from your mother. The moment that the conditions changed and I couldn't provide something for this woman, she flipped the fucking switch. Everything changed. Started looking at me different, right? That shit burned my fucking soul because I love this chick. I'll give you another story. Had a chick blatantly just disrespect me, belittle me, right? You ain't shit, nigga. You a bitch. You driving that weak ass Nissan. You living in that apartment, ain't got no furniture in it. Dogging me. I read that fucking text every fucking day. Every day! Because I turn that pain into power. You're not about to tell me I'm not shit. You're not about to tell me I'm a bitch. You're not about to tell me I'm a lame. You're not about to tell me I'm driving an X car. You're not about to dog my apartment and think I'm not going to get my lick back. And think I'm not going to make you spin the block. And you know the funny thing about this, fellas? 90% of the women that I'm talking about have spent the block. But it's not fucking enough. I want more. Again, I don't hate them for it. I love them for it. Because they made me into a motherfucking monster. They made me into a motherfucking beast. They made me into him. I can assure you, when I get to that barrier and I become that 1% man and I have that urge and I retire my mom and I make $100K a month, not only am I going to thank God, first and foremost, I'm going to thank you. You watching this, if you watching this, I know half of y'all hoes still be watching my shit. Thank you. You turned me into a motherfucking menace. And I got my lick back. And I'm going to keep getting it back. I can assure you. The second thing I got on this list, it's friends. My nigga, you gonna fuck that bitch knowing I was talking to her and then hide from me? My dog. I was in college. This was my guy. We was like this. Literally like acted just like me, my brother. Told each other everything, right? Come to find out, I was talking to this chick. Now, we wasn't intimate, wasn't official, but we had feelings for each other, right? And we was young, we was in college. So a lot of times when you young and you college, shit be gassed up more than it really is. So now that I'm an adult, I know, hey, that wasn't shit. But at that time, like I thought like, hey, it's a possibility this could be my girl one day, or this could be a chick I date one day. He knew that, right? Me and the girl was talking 1-2. I guess we fell off for like a week or two, right? Come to find out, he fucked her, right? Now remind you, this is my roommate, right? So it was a night he came in late, and he goofy as hell, man, funny ass nigga. So he came in late one night, like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. So I heard him come in, but I stayed asleep. And I woke up the next morning, I'm like, bro, where was you last night? He made a little joke about it, a slick comment, boom, 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 boom. So mind you, this chick and me and my brother, like we had a similar friend group. So it's like we was always around each other no matter what on a day-to-day basis, right? So when we was always around each other, I was picking up on like a weird energy, like a weird vibe, like almost like they liked each other. But I didn't want to be no dweeb and just jump to conclusions. So I didn't, right? And then like I told y'all before, I'm the type of person when something is bothering me, I will joke about it. So I'm joking with the nigga like, damn, you took the girl name from me. Damn, the girl name, damn, she like you now, right? Joking with him, right? Real nigga in that moment, he would have just told me he didn't. He talking about, oh, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen to this, right? So the next semester he leaves, right? He goes to a different school. And the girl that he used to talk to starts flirting with me, right? And I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Like, you used to talk to my mans. I know that he don't go here no more, and like y'all didn't work out, but that's my mans. Like, I ain't about to talk to you if you was fucking with my mans. Another one of my mans tells me like, bro, why is you being so loyal to that nigga? That nigga wasn't being loyal to you. I'm like, what are you talking about? So then my mans told me he was fucking that girl multiple times. When he had all the opportunity to tell me, fellas, it wasn't that he fucked that chick. It wasn't that. It was that you was lying in my face, playing in my face. You my brother. You tell me everything. Every chick that you mess with, you tell me. Every chick that you fuck, you tell me. Not only that, but it's a billion chicks on campus. And you had to fuck the girl that I was talking to? Again, it wasn't that he fucked her. It was that he lied to my face about it. It was that he was playing in my face. And you supposed to be my brother. You're supposed to be my mans. I remind myself every day of that feeling. That's why I don't trust motherfuckers now. But I turn that pain into power. I had another friend, female friend, for 15 years. Never been closer with any individual in my fucking life than this specific person. I get into a relationship with somebody that is a mutual friend with both of us, and she just starts sabotaging the relationship, right? Anytime me and the girl get into an argument, like she trying to get in the middle of it, she telling the girl I really don't want kids. She telling the girl that I got plans to break the lease and move out. All of this bullshit. You're my best friend. Where is the loyalty? You've been my best friend for 15 years. Any situation that you've been through, I've been there for you. When your baby daddy was acting nuts, when you got pregnant, when you needed money, when you needed me to watch your son, I did it. And as soon as I get in a relationship, you switch up. I had another friend, female friend. Ironically, it's the female friends. Cut off the female friends. I had another female friend, right? I told this story before, but I'm talking to her about a chick that I'm talking to. And she asked the chicks I'm talking to X on 3-way without me knowing. And that person was recording the whole conversation. And mind you, I'm on the phone talking about like bitches that I'm fucking at the time, like girls that I'm dating, because I'm single, right? So of course I'm talking about the girl that I'm dating, her ex, right? But I'm also talking about other women, right? Like I would talk to my friend. You ever talk to your nigga and just y'all chatting? That's what I was doing. Little did I know that I was being recorded. She had somebody on 3-way listening to the conversation. And that person recorded the conversation and sent it to the girl I was talking to. And it fucked everything up. But what I'm trying to tell you is, fellas, the person that let that person record the conversation was my dog, my friend, my other half. And that shit pains me every fucking day. I turn that pain into fuel. Next is jobs. For all my OG subs, you know, fuck the friends and the women. Jobs have put me in the darkest times of my life. Whether it was my first job, right? Got there, they put me under a new manager. The new manager was nuts. Fired me, right? Then the next job, everything was great. They did layoffs, I survived it. They told me my job was safe. I just bought a BMW, everything is great. Come to find out, they learned everything I could do and they let me go without thinking. Put me in the darkest time of my life. The next job, I'm working 10-hour days. Meet the CEO, meet the co-founder. Sacrificing recording YouTube videos to work for them. 10-hour days, putting my all into these jobs. And they learned everything I could do, and they hired somebody to replace me so they could save money. They don't give a fuck about me. They let me go. They put me in the darkest times of my life. And that's why I'm so fucking thankful that I never have to clock in again. But if it wasn't for those situations, I would have had to clock in again. That's why I'll never get comfortable with my business now. Anytime I don't want to work on clients fulfillment, anytime I don't want to do these whiteboard videos, anytime I have to work 10 hours on my business, I fucking do it because I remember the pain and the agony and the dependence that I had on these motherfucking jobs, and they let me go with the blink of an eye and didn't think twice about it. Didn't think twice. Didn't give a fuck about me. Didn't give me no notice, nothing. I think about that pain and I use it as fuel and I read it every fucking day. And I remind myself, crowd, when you want to get content, when you want to relax, when you want to get comfortable, think about all those moments when you lost your fucking job and you was walking down that motherfucking hallway. Chick that you was with, you couldn't take her on dates, so she belittled you, she shitted on you. Think about it! And it fuels me. And that's why I'm going to continue to keep shitting on these motherfuckers on a day-to-day basis. And you must do the same. I'm going to make these motherfuckers feel me. So what does that look like for you? Is it a chick? Is it your baby mama? Is it your ex? Is it a job? Is it a situation? Is it a family member? Whatever it is, write that shit out and remind yourself on a daily basis of that motherfucking pain. And I can assure you, talk about fucking motivation. How the fuck could you not be motivated? Where's your competitive spirit as a man? I must prove them wrong. Do you want to prove them wrong? Do you want motherfuckers spinning the block saying, God damn, he did this, he did that. I lost the best thing that ever happened to me. I shouldn't have did him like that. Do you want that? Because I do. I do. Come on. The second tool is the villain, right? Sometimes it's not about proving other people wrong. Sometimes it's about proving yourself wrong. Not only do I remind myself of that external pain that these motherfuckers in these situations put me through on a daily basis, but I also remind myself of the pain that I put myself through on a daily basis. My motherfucking villain. 99% dweeb crop, mediocre crop, average crop. Everything that I thought about myself internally. One thing you gotta understand about success, sometimes it's not about, everything I'm gonna accumulate, everything that I'm running towards, my standards. Sometimes it's about everything that you're running away from internally. So I read every single day. I'm beating my meat every day. I'm depressed. I'm unconfident. I hate the way I look. I'm scared to talk to chicks. I overthink. I'm broke. I remind myself every single day. When those were my everyday thoughts, I do. And I realize I gotta keep running this motherfucking race away from that person, away from that villain. When I think about the times that I was broke, my account was on negative, and I would take a chick out on a date, and I had to look at that motherfucking menu before I even got to the motherfucking restaurant because I didn't know if my card was gonna get declined. I had goosebumps when they were bringing out my check because I was trying to impress this chick, because I was trying to take her on a date, because I was trying to make her like me. But in reality, I was broke. I remember them times. I remember them times when I was so stressed out and I looked forward every single night to beating my dick because I thought that was the only thing that could relieve my stress. I was addicted. I knew every single porn star, I knew every single site. That's all I wanted to do. I remember them times. I was so fucked up that I relied on that. I remember every single night I would go buy some motherfucking Moscato and drink my fucking life away because I hated my reality. I hated the man I was. I looked in the mirror and I was disgusted. I couldn't stay consistent with the gym. Everything that I said I was gonna do, I couldn't do it. I have to continue to remind myself. I have to. I remember when I was losing my hair and I was scared to go to fucking church. I used to go to fucking church and want to wear a hat, but you couldn't wear a hat in church. So I knew, goddamn, these people are going to see me balding, and I didn't even want to go. Didn't even want to go praise the Lord because I was losing my hair. I was so unconfident. Didn't want to swim. Everywhere I go, I got on a do-rag. Didn't want a chick to come over because I was balding. Matter of fact, I had a chick. I took her on a date, had a hat on. I FaceTimed her one day, took my hat off. Next thing I know, she ghosted me. But I remind myself of that motherfucking pain and agony every fucking day. And although I got my hair back, I still want to remember that fucking feeling. I still want to remember like, oh, she left me because of my hair. I still want to remember that I was too fucking scared to go to church. Godly people. I was afraid to be around godly people because of what I thought about myself. I constantly remind myself that I would have to DoorDash to make money. And the same money I made was going to feed me that night. Constantly remind myself I had to sleep on the floor because I couldn't afford a fucking bed. Constantly reminding myself that I kept starting and stopping the gym. Being a drifter, I have to remember that cry. I have to, because I know if I give in, I know if I let my foot off that motherfucking gas, I'm taking a step back to him. And I refuse. I refuse. I have to be him. I have to be reminded of that motherfucking pain on a daily basis. So what does that look like for you? Is it a current version of yourself, of things that you're trying to get away from? Is it a past version of yourself that you got away from a little bit, but you still got some demons pulling you back? Huh? Write that shit out and remind yourself of it on a daily basis. And I can assure you, it will be impossible for you to fail. Get revenge on these motherfuckers. Get revenge on your old self. Get your lick back. Lock in. It's time. I'm gonna make these motherfuckers feel me. I can assure you. I don't give in. I love pain. I love uncomfortability. I'm always motivated. I'm always disciplined. This shit isn't a start and stop for me. This is the number one thing that has made me the man I am today, and the number one thing that's gonna continue to have me elevating. Elevating. I will not get content. I'm telling you. Bro, give me a few months, I can assure you it will be 200K a month. It will be 300K a month. I want more. I'm so fucking passionate. I'm so fucking hungry. And I can assure you that 99% of it, yes, I want to retire my mom. Yes, I want to drive that Lambo. Yes, I want to make 100K a month. But I truly want to prove these motherfuckers wrong. You thought I couldn't do this shit? You thought that nigga was better than me? You didn't care that you stabbed me in my motherfucking back? Okay. Watch this. And that has to be the mindset as a man, because that pain and that power and that drive is going to push you forward to be the man that you want to be. But if you don't know how to remind yourself of that pain on a daily basis and use the pain as a tool, you will not succeed. You will lose the motivation and you will drift off. All I'm telling you, brother, is to not do that. Remind yourself of that motherfucking pain on a daily basis and you will succeed. Come on! That's the video for the fucking day. Lock in!